Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And I've finally got a new fish. This is a fire goby or firefish. I got it, well, I done this video about 4 to 5 days after I got this fish, because it did take a while to actually start coming out, start eating food and all that. So this is just a video of releasing it. I also got a new coral as well, and I will be going through the algae explosion that I had of dinoflagellates. So this fish, it was fairly cheap. I spent about, I think it was £25 for it, which is pretty good price. It's probably about medium size. It will get a little bit bigger than that, and I'm pretty sure it's a female, because females have the slightly longer, shorter fin on the top. If you see that big spike on the top of its head, females have smaller ones, and then males have the longer ones. So I think it's a female. I don't really name my fish, I just kind of call them by the species. But yeah, so we put it in this bucket here, and then every 5 to 10 minutes or so, we'll just get one of these, like half a jug worth of my aquarium water and put it in there. Just acclimate it to the temperature, but mainly the salinity, because the salinity it came out of, it was quite low, so it'd be quite a big jump, so I didn't want to lose it. So we did a slow acclimation, maybe about half an hour. And then we put it in the tank. This is a few days after it started coming out. I only just got some little bit of footage of it. So it is coming out now. It's taken about maybe a week or two to, well, fully settle in. But that's normal with fish, really. What it is currently doing at the moment is it's kind of hosted underneath the filter. So there's a little 1 centimeter gap underneath my internal filter, where it can actually get underneath there, and it kind of sleeps there, and it's kind of hosted that area for whenever the lights are off or anything. But yeah, it's just a bit weird. It's kind of out of all the places, like all the rock work and that's chosen the filter. A little weird, but it's fine. So that's the new fish. New coral is this GSP. This came out of my dad's tank. It's a slightly nicer strain than what I had. Very, very similar types, but I got loads of bits here. So I just want a nice thin strip at the top rim of the tank, not the whole back wall, because that looked too green and it eventually might start crawling all over the rocks, which I don't want. So I just want a nice green strip at the top of the tank, which at the moment it does look good, but it will grow pretty fast. I've had experience with GSP and it does grow pretty fast. My shrimp has shed its skin. It does this maybe about a monthly basis, maybe about 4 to 6 weeks. It sheds its skin to make room for even more growth. So that's actually getting really big now, that shrimp. It's a blood red fire shrimp, I think. So now the main thing is my dinoflagellates. I did a video about a week or two ago, and I was doing a blackout, took it off, had great results. I'm still dosing Vibrant, but in the space of 2 weeks, it's massively reduced, I think. There's still little bits in there. I'm running my lights, so I've put them up to 70% blue, which is maybe about 30 watts, which, it's enough for coral, but I don't think it's quite enough for it to, for this stuff to feed off loads. And my nutrients are about, well, nitrates about 8 or 9. It's quite high, so they can't thrive they thrive in lower nutrient tanks, so I've risen those by feeding really heavy, and I've had a new fish as well, which will boost up the bioloads, more waste in the tank. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think I've only just got away with it. I've reacted pretty quickly before I started to deal with it before it got too bad, and it's really starting to reduce. So I think this will be alright within the next couple of weeks. It should be all gone, which is good. Unfortunately, my zoas, this might be because the dino's hooked all over them. I've been blowing through all my corals because, I don't want them getting all caked in all of this dinoflagellates. So I don't really know why. I might need to do a water change. It might be some trace elements that are a little bit low or too high. So we'll just see over the next 3 weeks if they hopefully start coming out. Yeah, so the skimmer, I know it looks really glowy orange. It's just because the camera filter kind of makes it glow. I don't really know why. It has been collecting quite a bit since day 1, but I think that might just be the dinoflagellates that's taken out loads. These are all my controllers here. So temps at about 24.2, goes up to 24.3 at the most. Wave pumps are at full power during the day, but when the lights go off, I turn them down maybe like half power, maybe just under 40% or so. So overall, the tank's doing pretty well considering how young it is. Most early built systems usually go for a much larger disaster, usually. But, I mean, I got this Dinoflagellus kind of algae explosion. It's probably the worst thing I've had so far, and I've managed to cure it within like 3 weeks. Well, 2-3 weeks. It's been alright. It hasn't really been that severe. So I think I got quite lucky with that. So all I need to do now is really just I need to get a lid for the tank to stop fish from jumping out. Because the next fish I will be getting will be probably jumpers. So I wouldn't want any fish to be jumping out of the tank. So I need to get a lid next, and then I can start just stocking out of fish. It might be about 10 fish. I'll see how 9 goes, and then if I can afford to add more, I'll add more. And then it's just adding coral, which is, and then it's just the waiting game of it growing out, and then you need to be dosing. I need to get my doses set up probably over the next couple of months, maybe. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just going to leave you with like 30 seconds of footage, just no talking, just music in the background. And I'll see you next week. Bye.